find that sex just goes off the agenda altogether. It doesn't even come into your thought processes. You're not even thinking about it. So how do we get that back on the agenda? Sometimes arousal changes. It can be some of the treatments that we experience can affect our arousal pathways. And we need to remember that everyone gets aroused in slightly different ways. There isn't any textbook that's going to tell you the ABC of arousal. It's kind of what you need to find out and discover for yourself, which could be fun and could be exciting. So if sex has just gone off the agenda altogether, but it's something that's worrying you or concerning you, give yourself permission to set some time aside just to think about sex, maybe daydream about sex, maybe fantasize about sex, and give yourself some time to explore what arousal looks like for you. And if you're in a relationship, your partner's arousal journey might be very different to yours. So what a great thing to talk about. You know, what are the things that get you aroused? What are the things that get your partner aroused? And they might be different on different days. Sometimes our body can be more responsive, particularly around touch, and there's all sorts of different ways to experience touch. Sometimes our body can be quite spontaneous. We can suddenly find that we're feeling sexual, we're feeling aroused. We're all different, but we're all different on different days and at different times. I often talk to women who experience changes in orgasm or changes in arousal or desire. And what we do know is that the treatment can cause some of these changes, but also the worry can cause some of these changes. And if we're stuck in this worry loop, it's going to affect our experience. So it's really important to find the space to be able to talk about these things. It might be that these changes are temporary, or it might be that things just are going to be different in the future, and learning to kind of adjust and to experience your body in a slightly different way might be important moving forward. So often when men come into therapy, they can talk about particular changes that they might have around erection difficulties or erection changes, something around ejaculation difficulties. Things might not work the way they did before treatment, or they might feel different. Men can worry about, is this how it's going to be always moving forward, or is this a temporary thing? Sometimes we don't have the answers to that, but it's important that these concerns are talked about. Sometimes there are things that we can do that can help, but the starting point is to be able to kind of voice what's happening, voice what's different, and voice what you're worried about. Because you can guarantee if you're worried about your erection, if you're worried about ejaculation, the worry is enough to stop things happening. So another practical thing that you might want to think about is asking your medical team if you can see a physiotherapist who particularly works with the pelvic floor. So women have a pelvic floor and so do men, and it's a really important part of the structure of what helps our genitals. So a pelvic floor physio can really help you focus on the muscles and the ligaments and the blood supply to your genitals. So check that with your medical team as well. That might be something that they can refer you to.